After I finished the last boss in Elden Ring Nightreign, I kind of sat and asked myself, well, what should I do next? Well, there isn't really any other thing that I want to do other than, again, just go back and replaying the same thing. But do I want to do that? What's more than that, other than, of course, doing the remembrances for each character, is there for me to enjoy? So again, it hits me. The replay value here is not that great. Of course, you can continue playing, but again, it's all about beating the bosses and having fun. But after you do that several times, and maybe enough time like me, because you fail a lot of times with randoms, what there is more to it. I mean, I re-roll and got lots of these relics, but some of them are nice and all. But what there is to the gameplay that offers more for me to enjoy than just, again, going in and doing the same. And in some aspect, the game feels like it's like a very short single-player game with co-op. It's like a micro Elden Ring where you can actually design to play with friends. But again, the fun actually finishes relatively fast. And don't get me wrong, I did it quite a few times, yeah? It was really packed and intensive. But there isn't enough for me. And if you ask me what actually I think would be better, if there was something they can actually inject it into the world that there was more to it, maybe something surprising, maybe on kind of a regular basis, than just having things as they are, with of course some changes for certain events that are in the game here and there. But other than that, there's really nothing really exciting about the game. It feels very much static. The relics themselves are definitely not a motivator for me to continue playing. Definitely not. So in some ways, I feel like, all right, I told myself, well, should I play the game today? And I kind of don't really have a strong motivation to do that. I'm pretty sure there are going to be players who will play even more hours than I played. And just for the sake of transparency, I just checked, 76.5 hours I played this game. I mean, and I consider, the amount of content and how much value I get from playing, for example, again, living prices and everything, from playing the base game Elden Ring. This is, the amount of fun and excitement that I had, even of course when I play with other people, which you can of course do co-op, but I did later after I finished the game several times by myself. It was just such much a better Souls-like experience. And considering this is a multiplayer, again, co-op multiplayer core, this is the core of the game, the multiplayer co-op, it seems like it's very, very limited in what it offers. This is a very, very limited game. And if I was to develop something like that, I would add so many things that will surprise the players. So they was more excited to get in, maybe some weird thing that drop like legendary relics that you get a chance to play it and it pops out in the world and you might not even get it. Depends again if you do it in time, if you're ready for it. Something that they give you that extra for anticipation, and it makes it more rewarding and just adds to the replay value, and you want to play again in order to get something really rare. Also, there aren't many permanent things you can actually have in the game that stay with you. I don't know, maybe some cosmetic items that are rare to get. If you find the boss, you get a chance to drop. Maybe something else. But no, it's such a stripped down co-op experience that what it does is actually does very good. But there's no really a lot there in terms of replay value. But why? It's not like this is the hardest thing to do. Why not putting more into this game to make it more fun to actually replay it? I don't know, maybe something that, maybe something to finish fast, maybe some competitive aspect, something that will kind of encourage to play more and get into the game and make it last longer. Then, at some point you're just going to get bored. Well, I can say I get bored at a certain point. Of course, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to come back. I mean, I will come back to this game here and there, but definitely it kind of worn out relatively fast. So when you hear your thoughts, I think this is something that they could have done it. They could add more into this game rather than, again, waiting for a DLC. An update that can add to the game. I think this would be better for such a game to add more things as you go in between, rather than waiting for one day to just drop something. I mean, I have no problem with DLC, don't get me wrong. They can drop something big, but something extra that is more something dynamic in terms of the rewards that you get, something that you can actually get permanent, that's worth kind of playing more, even grinding for. So yeah, these are my thoughts. I actually got bored playing it and taking a break, but I want to hear your thoughts about that. Do you think it's very lacking? FromSoftware could have done much better than this? Again, considering the core gameplay, I do like it. I think it's really fun, but something more than that. Why not? I mean, I want to hear your thoughts about that, because this is just beyond me. And it's not something they couldn't have done. You don't need like a big, chunk of imagination to think about things they can actually do to improve, and make the game more, more rewarding, and then increase the replay volume. I mean, the fun of it, to just replay it again and again, maybe something to grind for. What are your thoughts? I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Maybe just me. See you there.